BME of Intercom Walker indicated to start is based on an equity analysis of the population of USD students. So, today, the right thing that works, and then
this happened because LAUSD and you heard the extraordinary some students may not be Director Najarian, I serve on the Burbank. You're saying, but at the same time, district provide their own transportation differently situated than LAUSD is, just by as well. So, I think as suggested others. Able to do this first step before we this is going to be a very somehow just opening the system to run. Which means that we are one of the most affordable. Nobody should be under any misapprehension. Uh, platform. Increase the number of schools participating from 4 riders.
big step in this direction. And then for low-income riders more accessible and affordable. It says prudence governs. And this then can build on the trajectory that the board has already moved forward. What is being requested here is to study this. Suggestions have been made as to what those study elements might include. And to the extent that we already have a platform of how we have sought to make life better for transit-dependent riders, this then is a way to be more inclusive, more expansive, more prudent, and get the goals of Metro further in line. So, Mr. Chair, I await your further intervention in this regard. But I do think it's very important to be mindful of all that we have done up to this point and to build on that basis. All right, Mr. Chair.
I do. I think this board should be. And we shouldn't. USD has.
So you don't know that
Let's
we
not
haven't voted
discriminate.
yet. We haven't voted.
I understand. I'm sort of getting the sense of this, and you haven't spoken yet, wise chair. But I think we need to be equitable.
All right. So anyway, first of all, I signed on to this motion. Catherine wants to speak again. Captain Director Barton, please.
But Director Najarian, I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing that looking at other, my colleagues are open to expanding this. So I'm not hearing what you're hearing. I think that there is optimism. And to me, a barrier is a barrier, whether it be 20 miles or 5 miles. And I think we need to take that into consideration. Equity goes across the board in terms of school districts as well. So I'm not hearing what you heard. So
I have a different perspective from third base.
okay. So I think I'm hearing my colleagues are open to expanding once we get this rolled out and survey the other school districts. Okay, now it's on.
Must look at the other districts, especially those where the students connect to our metro lines, and with an equity lens. We also have a motion from the mayor about community colleges. 8 of the 9 systems have already adopted this, but they might need a little kick in the you know what to make it happen. So this report back could help. As with everything, I think it's sequencing in time. First we do this, then we look at this, then we look at this. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Director Saunders.
You know, I wanted to speak in support of what Director we made clear that we're looking at all the districts. The equity lens may frame which districts proportionally get what benefits are there.
So that's the fairness. All right. So I signed on to this motion. One, because I do everything Hilton tells me to do. 2, it's school children and free stuff. Argue with that. Who's going to argue with that? So it's a great concept. But the bigger issue is, can it be done? Because in the end, it's going to end up having to be equitable across this entire county. no matter who's first. That's just, everybody pays into the funding of Metro. So, knowing that's where it's gonna go, shouldn't we study what a free system would be? Because is this gonna be just for children who are going to school? Or is it gonna be all the time, as I heard some of the advocates advocate for? So that's the ultimate free system. That would mean we'd have to finance this differently, because we cannot afford to let such a large population ride for free. Then Director Kuehl, I heard in my ear, talking about an equity-based analysis, which I think is the most fair thing to do. To me, first and foremost, it should be homeless children and their parents that ride free, if anybody rides free. Okay, that's something in a minimum, if we were going to accomplish, we should accomplish that. But the study should be tiered from what a system would cost and how you, and then go and break down equity based from the most needy to the least needy. Because in the district, there are parents who can afford to transport their children to school. If I no longer have to pay to put gas in my car and drive my kid to school, I might put them on that free bus. So, yes, study it by all means. It's a great concept by all means. But first and foremost, homeless children and their parents should be first. And so that's my recommendation. I'd like to make that as an amendment.
Well, the chair has spoken. I would say that, I don't disagree with Director Najarian or Fasana, but if you read the recommendation 5, and it actually asks for various school district boundaries in the county. So that's what it's going to look at. And look at that. We can also insert that we include equity lens, just to emphasize that. To also introduce this amendment by the mayor, because I do think community college students are already helping pay in this system. And we do have a crisis with many of our students that are attending community colleges, and thank goodness that they're there. There is a way that I can provide the support for that, and our CEO can come back and tell us if that does pencil out. All right, which I'm assuming will. So I'm just thankful that all of you want to expand this to homeless women and children.
It's not an expansion,
But I think
it's a prioritization.
Well, I agree. I have no problem. I mean, I think a lot of us understand that, but we can also take a look at that, right? So we're going to amend this amendment to include that in terms of the report back. So ultimately, the report will determine where the board goes on this. We look at where the dollars are and where the priorities are. But we're going to start with LA Unified School District, and we'll go on with this other amendment looking at the LA Community College.
And so, Mr. CEO, thank God this is a study.
Yes.
This is a study. Director Fasana, did you want to?
As amended.
I'm looking at this, I understand what was said about 4 and 5. I'm looking also at number 2, which is cost. I think that should also be reflected countywide, because I think we need to be open as we move into this.
With the most needy, and then we get different prices based on as you go up the ladder.
Okay, I'm okay with tiered and needy if it's from a countywide perspective.
You got 3 votes, so I gotta get you. Director Vaughn.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to make one note. A spans everything. Once you start having a limited application, then in the time of budget crisis, it's the first thing that goes because it's the most vulnerable don't have applicants. It's the same argument for Medicare for all as opposed to sort of, or the college tuition as opposed to needs. I think that overall, the need around Los Angeles County is tremendous. And I think as we look at, as staff is doing this study, let's keep in mind one thing that will drive up costs. Administration of a complex. It's much easier than go through a huge bureaucratic cat and mouse.
Okay, they like you over there. Director Q.
Thank you very much. Just to clarify a little more, we have 43, which is about homeless students, and the pricing for them, and the fact that both LA Unified and Pasadena are going to vote about whether to pick up the cost for them. Federal law requires school districts to provide transit to homeless students. Not in their parents, but it's, it's, many children will not board a bus without parents, so I understand. What I would suggest is that we adopt this proposed motion as it is, because it starts with LA Unified, that we put on the record that we interpret those items within the motion. I think it was 5 or 1, to include all the other school districts in the county. That we also interpret it to identify what we call an equity lens, but not identify it by fighting over which of our school districts is poorer than the other one. Because there are some in LA Unified, I have to say, probably in my district, that would be considered poor, but we're not separating out schools in LA Unified necessarily. And then, in adopting the amendment proposed by the mayor, that we have really only asked for a report back in June. How